anyway, it's the first face-to-face meeting with Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump. They've never met before. Of course, Donald Trump towers over him a little bit, has more hair, a lot more hair than Putin does. And, Donald Trump being friendly. They've shooken hands and nice friendly pat on the back. All the press got that. There's got to be 1,000,001 pictures circulating all over the place. But I got to mention something. There is one line in Trump's speech in Poland, okay, that has made folks to the left, the liberals, absolutely crazy, doing head spins. They're imploding. They can't believe it. Imploding. I'm serious. And Ben praised this speech before the Polish people yesterday. But the one line, and here's the line as reported by CNBC's John Harwood on Twitter, okay? He's the one that's really sounding off here. He says, Trump, the people of Poland, the people of America still cry out. This is Trump. We want God. Okay? It's the people of Poland, the people of America still cry out. We want God. So basically, John to what Trump said, which I thought was great. WTF. What is that supposed to mean? That he is God? I do not want God. And if I do, I sure as heck do not need my government to pick my God for me. What many of these critics didn't realize is that Trump didn't invent the phrase. It was a quote that the Polish people would instantly recognize. Because when Pope John Paul II, now a saint, visited Poland in 1979, they were chanting, "We want God." It became a rallying cry for the Polish people seeking freedom from oppressive Soviet control. So many people mocking the passage, not knowing what they were simply manifesting was their own ignorance of history. Okay, there's a methodology, there's a method. And Donald Trump doing a fine job. The Polish people ate it up. They loved it. But again, do your homework, MSNBC. Do your homework. Of course, they're not doing their homework. They just have to be vulgar, and they have to inject their anti-Christian stance because they got to slam it in there like that. Oh, it's not my president, and if he was God, he's not mine, and let me pick my own religion. It had nothing to do with it. It was a big deal for the Polish people, and a lot of commonalities, by the way. And conservative government, it just was a win-win all the way around, and couldn't have found a better opportunity ahead of the G20 to stop there and greet with the folks there and the president of Poland. It was a great time. And if you get a chance, an opportunity to be able to listen to the entire speech on YouTube, query it. You can probably get it off whitehouse.gov for the Warsaw Trump speech. But very patriotic, very warm, but just really spoke amazingly and eloquently, I thought, to all the things that most of us embrace over here in the United States. And there was messages in there to people that are holding back progress around the world, and to countries and people that he's going to meet during the G20 summit. And all of this was ahead of it, and it was just great. It was a precursor to what's on Trump's mind. Sophie on social media, she goes, millions of people cried out for this God, too, and I met their agonizing deaths, who with no answer, even on 9/11. So is there a God they want? What in the world? Seriously, WTF? There's people on social media, obviously, blaspheming from him. Trump doesn't give a rip about God or decency or care for anyone's life or welfare. Trump's God is money, ego, in power. Repugnant. we all like money, folks. And to listen to some of those comments, that's cool. They can take it out. They're the ones wanting money. They're the ones asking for more money to be made. There's not a single person that I know, unless you're a nun, Mother Teresa, and even she knew money was a good thing used appropriately. Yeah, even if it was $1 million, he made $1 billion. You multiply it, and that's actually a biblical term, actually, to be able to multiply particular things. There's the tale of the parables, when the master goes away, and people plant things and do things, and the guy had money, comes back, and a person buried it, did nothing with it. Donald Trump's been fruitful. He's been productive. It's amazing when people talk junk and inject their negativity, their brand, whatever that might be, their brand, like this commentator on MSNBC, WTF. Inject something useful. Inject something positive. And again, if you're going to be talking about something, do your research. It kind of helps. And geez, I don't even work for the national MSNBC. I just have this small microphone in Tampa, Florida. Hey, we're on some stations across. We're growing, and it's a beautiful thing. But where do they get these idiots? Honest to goodness, where do they get them? But they're programmed. That's where their paychecks come from. And if they don't spew this particular stuff, they're not going to get paid. So they're pretty much just doing their job. So when I see it, when I hear it, I know what the source is. I'm saying that comes from their employer. It comes from them up at the top at Rockefeller Center, those that are bankrolling the failing news agency, which are making no money, and which is amazing with MSNBC. If Brian Williams, you want to talk about fake news, a lot of people, that's died down, but, since he's been buried, but now he's doing a lot more specials. And here's the face of credibility. Brian Williams still with MSNBC, okay, putting him there. Okay, he was the anchor who preceded Tom Brokaw on the network. So they threw him over to the fledgling news network, MSNBC. But now he's become one of their, it would appear at least, to be go-to people, where this guy has lied repeatedly about stories about being under fire at his chopper, and he almost went down, he almost was killed. And you want to talk about fake news, and MSNBC is right there. And no wonder their ratings are so low. You're going to trust Brian Williams after those stories? See, they make up the news. They become the news, and now they report the news. I mean, maybe he's the one that's setting the standard. He's the pallbearer for CNN and for so many other networks. They hung on to him. And I'm thinking to myself, you couldn't have done any better. There was not anybody else that was young and inspiring that could have went on to the network and done something and didn't lie, and it could have been able to replace him, or did he have something against the network? Kind of just something that made me go, who knows? Brian Williams still on MSNBC. What a surprise. I don't know. Some of you are not surprised. Stick around. Illinois, by the way, their budget approved. So if you're from Illinois, it's kind of good news. We'll talk about it.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us. It went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew is I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it. Don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Wounded Warrior Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on.
To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please call or go online with your gift right now.
Get ready, get set for 123 Ready TV, the brand new app that everyone's talking about for your PC or Android device that allows you access to most every movie or TV show ever made. Sound incredible? Well, it is, because once you pay $19.99, that's all you pay. Just the movies and TV shows you like without the hassle. The internet streams everything already. What 123 Ready does is it finds them, then delivers them directly to you, commercial-free. There's nothing quite like it, and it's available now at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And before you buy 123 Ready TV, watch the video and see how simple it is to start watching all those movies and TV shows. If you like movies and TV shows, but don't enjoy paying for all of them, no problem. Just pay $19.99 and start enjoying countless titles and entertaining TV better than anyone. Get your 123 Ready TV for $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page. Some things in life need a little attention. Like a plant. If not watered, it begins to turn brown. But if watered properly, its leaves turn green again. Like a plant, For the People needs watering too. Your thoughtfulness provides sustainability for us to grow and reach our full potential. You see, For the People depends on you to broadcast this program to help inform and educate folks so you can make a difference right where you are. Grab your watering can and join us as we endeavor to make a difference in people's lives each and every day. To donate, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Just look for the watering can and water as much as you can. At For the People, our garden is full of opportunities, and planting something allows others to enjoy the benefits. At For the People, our mission is simple. Give you the news that matters with good old-fashioned common sense, mixed with a conservative point of view. Simply log on to our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Thanks for your support. For the People on air on Twitter at Talk to Keith Allen. That's Keith. It's Talk to Keith Allen on Twitter. It's brand new. We're on Facebook at For the People Show and on the World Wide Web at forthepeopleshow.com. So you can find us in multiple places, and the show is available everywhere. Besides radio, we're on all those social media places as well. And if you're on the radio, that's the gold standard, baby. Keep on listening to the radio station, because that's the best thing. You drive down the road, you don't have to, no hassle, and it's a beautiful thing. It supports your local station and local businesses. So that is, to me, the gold standard. So if you can always find it, listen to it there first and foremost, and I'd really appreciate that. So the Illinois state budget approved. This is a big deal, okay? Because basically, what a lot of folks in the finance business are saying, this is ending 2 years, more than 2 years, ending the nation's longest fiscal stalemate since at least the Great Depression. So this was approved after the House voted to override Governor Bruce Runder's vetoes, Royce Rauner's. That's a weird, is it Rauner's? Runners. Okay, gotcha. All right, so that's good. So Thursday's action, it's easing. This went down yesterday. Didn't have time enough to mention this, but it eases some of the financial woes that it's been having fueled by a permanent 32-cent increase in the income tax rate. So they had to raise taxes. This is just, a lot of states are doing it. New Jersey, well, they got Illinois beat, but raising $5 billion more annually from this tax increase. So if you're in Illinois, you're going to feel a little pinch there, but it's going to reduce spending by more than $2 billion. And Illinois is staring down a 6.2 billion annual deficit and 14.7